please stand for the opening prayer and pledge?
Father in heaven, bless us as we gather today for this meeting. Guide our minds and hearts so that we will work for the good of our community. Teach us to be generous in our outlook, courageous in the face of difficulty, and wise in our decisions. Thy will be done. Amen.
I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. I would like to call this meeting of the Hancock County Commission Thursday, August 22nd, 2019 to order. A roll call.
Mr. President, all Hancock County Commissioners are present.
Okay. Before us, we have the minutes of our meeting on August 15th.
Move to approve.
Move to approve. Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. Are you in you need to move on? Do you want to talk and go? Sure. Okay, what we'll do here is Nicole has a little notice to give us from the animal shelter. We'll hear her now.
In the month of August, we have decided to do the entire month for Clear the Shelter. Last Saturday was the National Clear the Shelter Day. I'm happy to announce that already, and we're only on the 22nd of August, we have adopted out 113 animals already this month. So we are doing a great job. We still have a couple more days left in the month. We have adopted a bird, a chicken, 74 cats, 16 dogs, and 6 guinea pigs already this month. So I encourage everyone to come out, take a look, do a pre-adoption, and hopefully adopt a couple more animals.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Nicole, you're open for adoptions every day, right?
We are.
Except for
Sundays
Sunday.
we're closed on Sundays,
Okay.
but we can make appointments on Sundays if that's the only day someone is available.
Right.
Yeah. And our pre-adoptions are online now. So if you're interested in a cat or a dog, you can fill out your pre-adoption. It'll be waiting for you at the shelter, and then we'll be glad to help you figure out what animal works best for you.
Greatest thing about these adoptions is these animals don't have to sit in cages very long.
They don't. On Saturday, we had a dog that's been in the shelter for over a year. It was a husky named Keto. There was a concert this weekend. So on Saturday, on National Clear the Shelter Day, we've had a dog that's been at the shelter for over a year. He was a husky named Keto. He'd been returned several times for chasing livestock and things like that. There was a concert last weekend, for a band, and the road crew for the band came to our shelter because they Googled us and we were the closest to Star Lake. Keto got adopted by someone in the band, and now his new life will be on the road as an on-the-road dog with the band. So we no longer have to worry about him chasing livestock. He will be living the dream, and he loves to go in the car, so it was a perfect fit. So he will now be a trucking dog, so he's good to go. Yes. Where's your dog? Yes.
Thank you, Nicole. If you need to leave, you're okay with it. Okay. Correspondence. Just give you guys a quick little update. Senator Bill Ehlenfeld put together a group from the Northern Panhandle. We met at the Highlands Tuesday at the Highlands outside of Wheeling. It was attended by Senator Ehlenfeld, Delegate Randy Schwartzmiller, who also participated and put that together. And there was a delegate from downstate, and I don't want to say her name because I won't say it right, Zokon. I'll say it. And 11 of the 12 commissioners that were invited were there. So it was a good turnout. It was a great roundtable discussion. The thought was that we could work as a group for the best interests of the Northern Panhandle. We actually have 3 of the top gas-producing counties in Brooke, Ohio, and Marshall. They're 1, 2, 3. I believe it's Marshall, Ohio, then Brooke. And as you go down the list a little bit, Tyler and Wetzel are also in the top 10. So there's a lot of gas produced out of here, and nobody's happy with the roads. The District 6 engineer, Dave Bradman, put on a nice presentation, give us updates on everything that's going on, that's about to go on, and even into next year. And Senator Ehlenfeld's gonna try to make a little package to where the Northern Panhandle can continue these meetings, not just for Rose, but to what would benefit the Northern Panhandle. So I thought it was a very good meeting, well attended, lasted a good while, and it was open to the public. News was there, so. Do you guys want to add anything to that?
I'd just like to thank both Senator Ehlenfeld and also Delegate Schwartzmiller for all their time they put into that. I think it's something that's really going to give us some representation downstate, that something that we're not going to be necessarily meeting here, but also going downstate doing legislation and hopefully get in front of the people's face, and hopefully we'll get some money back this way for some of our roads.
Okay. Tabled items. Is there a need to remove the cemetery policy?
No, not yet, Mr. Barnaby. I would say that likely for the next meeting, there's some minor changes that they're not, there wasn't enough time to place the modified policy for this meeting or for this agenda. There's probably one or two things that you probably need to review before you vote on it. So I would say it would likely be ready for the next meeting. And if I could, regarding the
ADOC?
Yeah, I would, if you wish to table, remove it from the table, so you don't have it having it coming up, I would say that probably the soonest you could have one that you could actually vote on would probably be the second meeting of September. Bob and I would probably need to sit down and go over some matters to update that. I doubt it would be available or ready to actually vote on for the first meeting in September, and that it might also be something that the ABOC board would want to take a look at too, and maybe consult with you folks. That I think we'll need a little bit more time than that. So you could leave it on there, and it'll just come back up at the next meeting, or you can take it and remove it for now and bring it up later. It's 6 of one, half dozen of the other, I suppose.
How long can we leave them on before they automatically move?
I don't think there's any bright line rule with that, but normally the recommendation is you shouldn't let it go for more than 2 or 3 consecutive meetings.
So we'll be right on schedule if we hang in there.
Certainly with the cemetery policy, and unless there's a delay with the ABOC policy, you should be there too.
Are you guys comfortable just remaining?
I am.
New business. General county budget revision, fiscal year 19-20. Can't say it that way anymore, huh?
1920.
2019, 2020.
1920, I do.
Karen?
This is just our final carryover from prior year. It includes any of the grant money and stuff we still have outstanding. So this is our final carryover from 1819 to 1920.
Is there a motion to approve the final budget revision for the years 19 and 20?
Move to accept the final revision.
Any further questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. County clerk. The appointment, consideration of the appointment of Carson Schambach as fiduciary commissioner. Valerie?
We had,
Go ahead. She
what
has
happened
paperwork.
was,
Sorry.
Roger Isla had been appointed as fiduciary commissioner. He stepped down, so Mr. Shambach is basically replacing Roger Isla. So-
Okay. Is there a motion to approve Mr. Schambach?
So moved.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Finance, we have 3 exoneration orders. Is there a motion to approve?
Move to approve.
Questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries 3-0. We have county commission travel. Mr. Cowie, would you like to excuse yourself?
Yep, being that it's a matter of personal dealings, I will travel for reimbursement, I will step out.
Ms. Karen?
Yes, sir. It's $189.95.
I move that we approve the travel for Commissioner Cowie.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 2-0. Karen, general county bills?
General county bills are $176,342.76. P-card payments for all funds, $34,235.95.
We have a motion to pay the bills.
Move to pay the bills.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Approval of animal shelter levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay?
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Library levy fund bills and requisitions.
They're okay to pay as well.
Motion?
Move to approve.
Questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. And the sheltered workshop levy fund bills and requisitions.
We received one requisition. It will be okay to pay as soon as the taxes are entered.
Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 3-0. Go to the order. Ms. Karen?
No, sir, nothing today.
So from one year to the next, huh?
Yes. There's
to
still
go.
work to be done, but we're very close.
Mr. Lucas?
Nothing today.
Mr. Bias?
Nothing today.
Mrs. Carroll?
Okay. Quick wrap up on summer. Energy Express, both sites were fully enrolled, which was very exciting. Our Weirton site was what I call my all-rookie crew. They were all new AmeriCorps members, and our site supervisor was a former AmeriCorps member and now serving as the site supervisor. So they did a great job this year. We're very happy with camp this year. We had increased enrollment. Everyone is very excited about new bathrooms for next year. Just want to keep reminding you that you promised me new bathrooms for next year. Don't want to forget that. Ground's been broken.
Yeah, construction's underway.
That's great. That's great news. Okay, so next things coming up, our new club year will start in October, but before then we will be out at the Hancock County Old Time Fair. So I brought with me some of the books for folks. They'd like to take one and come on out and exhibit. It really is a nice weekend fair. Very relaxing. People are very good out there. One organization I know that's a nonprofit said that they really enjoy coming there. One of their volunteers said they like going there because they know their kids are going to be safe and that they can have a good time while they're working and doing what they need to do. So thought I'd bring some of these if folks want to take one. And then our Hancock County Teen Leaders 4-H Club is hosting a 5K run walk the Saturday morning of the fair. We'll be starting that at 8 a.m. It's only $25 to enter. They've been working really hard, and what they're trying to do is raise some money for some help with scholarships for first-year campers. So that has been their goal. So I wanted to bring over some posters and ask folks to take them and hang them up somewhere, or to consider running or walking. If I will be walking, because the course is at Tomlinson Run. So I hope everyone will come out and support the Teen Leaders 4-H Club. And that's it.
Thank you, Carol. Mr. Wright?
No, pretty quiet.
Pretty quiet. The sheriff
Same
today?
here,
Pretty quiet. Commissioner Cowie?
I just want to thank the senior centers for their hospitality, for their picnic that they had this past week. I had a very nice turnout this past Saturday and had a good time. I believe that was Friday.
Commissioner Davis?
I'd just like to give a little nod and tell our guys who work on our grounds, that whether it's a senior center, Parks and Recreation, and around the courthouse, they do a good job. I mean, nobody ever sees those guys, but they do a good job, and I know the commissioners call them from time to time with an issue, small problem that needs taken care of, and they get right on it. So the whole maintenance crew, we appreciate what they do.
Yes. Thank you. This weekend, Sunday night into Monday, there will be a mandatory auditors training for the Hancock County Commission and Ms. Karen Lascola in Flatwoods. We will be attending. There was one other thing I wanted to, and the Disabled American Veteran Band that runs, we have actually cut our first check, and we approved it today, to the Fallensby American Legion Post 45, and we'll put our money in on a monthly basis in case anything else comes out Brooke has already sent theirs, so we're comfortable sending ours. And Karen will get receipts and everything. So not that we necessarily have to track that. They have to track that for auditors' purposes, but we're happy to say that they found a person that would take care of it. And how long that program's going to last is beyond us, because from what I'm reading, the state wants volunteers. So that's why we picked the month-to-month way to pay it, in case they come back and say, hey, November, you guys can't do this, we're not going to supply that van, and we won't be out any money. Okay. Anything else? Our next meeting is scheduled for September 12th, 2:30 here in the commission office. And if there's no further business, I hereby declare this meeting adjourned.